at the end of 2 Timothy, I'm going to send Tychicus to Ephesus, and I need you to come to me, right? So I'm thinking that Tychicus must have been maybe a interim bishop that Paul would send as needed to various locations. Maybe he was just the one that brings the letters. Maybe he was a runner during that time. What we do know is that Paul had a lot of trust for a man we know little about. He had a lot of confidence in this man, and obviously he was very influential and a very trusted leader in the days as Paul is writing the last few letters of his life. So Paul concludes the letter talking about general things, the importance of the church in Crete, financially supporting others that are in urgent need. And he ties generosity to good works. He ties generosity to good works. Now, I want to say this right. That's why I'm just giving myself a little pause here. There's a lot of people who would say tithing is an Old Testament law and we don't follow Old Testament law anymore, and that's not true. Number one, that's not true. Tithing was instituted before the law and was carried out after the law. So before the law, before Moses, there was Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. They paid tithing, right? They gave 10% of their income. They committed that as a commitment back to God, as a covenant, a financial covenant back to God. In the New Testament, it's referred to as first fruits offerings, right? And so people will say, well, I don't believe in tithing. Let me tell you why you want to believe in tithing. Are you ready? The reason you want to believe in tithing is you don't want to get into New Testament giving. Because if you don't like tithing, you're going to hate New Testament giving. Because in New Testament giving, you sell everything you don't need and you give that. Somebody right now is saying, I'll give my 10%. Come on, somebody. You just got a revelation. You just got a revelation that tithing is not so bad after all. Here's what I'm trying to say. Your generosity really does matter. And your generosity is a part of a covenant with God that says, I'm going to use what I have. I'm going to covenant with God.